When deer season rolls around every fall, hunters around the country are looking forward to shooting that monster buck they have been following. Many dedicated sportsmen grow the animals they have been pursuing for years upon years. These years of hard work can be taken away with the simple movement of a finger. Poachers regularly harvest game animals illegally by improper means or out of season. Poaching is an unethical means of harvest and is an unfair form of chase. Also, poaching disrupts natural ecosystem patterns and possible food chains. I believe outdoorsmen around the United States should establish more ways that help prevent the poaching of game animals. Montana Fish and Wildlife Park states that poaching robs law-abiding hunters of game and fish, businesses and taxpayers of revenue generated by hunting, fishing, and wildlife recreational pursuits, and it denies many other Montanans the ability to enjoy seeing healthy, mature fish and wildlife populations. Today, many organizations around the country put money into establishing and fortifying habitat for the native species around them. Investors for this cause do not want to see their stock taken away from them by illegal means. Not only is poaching unfair to the sportsmen who put time and money into their passion, but is unfair to the game that is taken each year. According to Fransworth, commercial poaching is a nationwide problem of considerable magnitude. Animals that are often poached are taken for desirable traits such as furs, meat, and other parts of the body that can be used to benefit humans. These game animals face something that outdoorsmen call unfair chase. Unfair chase is the harvesting of animals out of season, over the limit, or by unlawful methods of take. An article in Wildlife in North Carolina stated violators in North Carolina and Georgia documented bear baiting, illegal use of dogs, and guiding hunts on national lands without permits. These two states are not the only ones who experience poaching problems throughout the year. Laws are in place to ensure proper wildlife protection, management, and survival of species, states Sherman's. McSkimming and Berg talk about crime prevention initiative called TIP, Turn In Poachers. This is designed to identify and deter poachers. TIP has been a part of over 10,000 investigations and has convicted more than 3,600 cases. This is just a small fraction of the amount of people around the country who are poaching animals illegally. These laws are in place to ensure poaching does not disrupt natural ecosystem patterns and their food chains. Each state has a game fish and park that sets limits and seasons for each animal that is available for harvest that year. These numbers specifically calculate and ensure stabilization of an ecosystem. I have personally seen cases of illegal numbers of fish harvested before. The lake I was fishing had a strict 4-fish limit per person with no fish between 18 to 20 inches. The reason for this was because the fish in that zone were at their peak production point. Fish in this slot give off the largest number of viable eggs during spawn. A group who was fishing next to us did not take this into consideration and broke the law. This group was caught and faced a $3,000 fine and lost all the fish they had been saving. Peterson states, poaching is an environmental threat because it can cause damage to the ecosystem, possible extinction of animals, and disruption in the food chain. It may not seem like much, but if you eliminate every predator, different herbivores lower on the food chain can reproduce more abundantly. If these herbivores reproduce at a high rate, plants they feed on will begin to disappear. With many plants missing, this would affect the food we may have in common. If the pattern continues, one can see how species on every level of the food chain could slowly start to disappear. An article called Continued Poaching would result in the degradation of fragile ecosystem states. The loss of endangered species that poaching contributes to have a significant impact on the ecosystem in which these animals live. In the event of a complete species extinction, these effects pose the threat of being highly detrimental and irreversible. Poaching is a crime that is not taken lightly by avid outdoorsmen, and as long as outdoor activities such as hunting and fishing are around, the poaching of animals is inevitable. True, law-abiding outdoorsmen will be fighting people who do not understand that poaching wild game is unethical, a form of unfair chase, disrupts natural ecosystems, and hinders possible food chains. This is why I believe outdoorsmen in the United States should establish more ways to prevent the poaching of game animals.